All right, everyone, welcome back. Thank you for checking out another episode. Today, I want to do a real quick hit on one of the things that has been the biggest thorn in my side over the last few months. It has caused me more headaches than I can ever recall having with any other issue as it relates to insurance. And so what I want to talk about is businesses and their websites and how it is killing your rates from an underwriting perspective. So first, a little bit of background on how the process works, right? You sit down with an agent, they ask you a bunch of questions about what you do, they send in applications to an underwriter. And the underwriter's job is to look at your risk, figure out what it is you're doing, and then apply an appropriate amount of premium to it so that they can, manage the risk within their company. So when you look at that dichotomy there, when you have a salesperson and you have an underwriter, the salesperson who wants to sell everything and make a bunch of money, and then you have an underwriter who wants to protect the business and its profitability, and they have their own financial incentives within that company. It's very difficult for there to be 100% trust between the two of them. More so on the underwriter side. They may have worked with an agent for 10, 15 years, but they still can't just take their word for them. Why? Trust me, I wish I could explain to you, but the short of it is, at the end of the day, there are agents out there who will lie about what a business is doing in order to get a competitive offer, only to put the business in a bad situation should they ever have a claim that ultimately would get denied or end up putting the agent in an error and omission type of situation. But nonetheless, when we think about that process, underwriters then take that information that's sent in to them, and then they go and do their own research to try and underwrite a business and what they're doing. And the first place they look, of course, is at your business website. And this is where businesses are absolutely killing themselves when it comes to underwriting and getting competitive rates. Why? Well, because if you are, let's just say you're a painter, and you advertise on your website that we will paint up to 30 feet or 3 stories high, but you actually don't do that work. Or, hey, we're a janitorial service company, but we also do, high-rise window cleaning. Or we're an electrician that does rooftop work, but you're not doing any of that work. You are killing your chances at, 1, having multiple carriers interested in writing your business, and 2, having a single carrier wanting to get aggressive with their pricing for your business. See, when an underwriter gets on a website and they say, oh, this person's doing 10, 15 different things, they look at you as a jack of all trades and a master of none. And it makes it very difficult for them to believe that you have the appropriate training and risk management, albeit you may, in place to be a safe company and a safe, profitable risk for them. So keep this in mind moving forward. If you have services that you are subcontracting out, then by all means, talk about it with your customers. But when you put it on your website from an insurance perspective, an underwriter assumes that you do it and that they are assuming the risk for that kind of work, which will lead them to not want to make an offer or have to price it more or less aggressively, which ultimately ends up in you paying more premium. I understand the importance of SEO optimization and trying to draw in more customers as a result of what's on your website, but it is costing you more in the long run. I can promise you that. It is absolutely killing me lately where we put together submissions for a great business, an underwriter looks at their account and it says, hey, we do X, Y, and Z kind of work, totally unrelated to what it is that they're licensed to do. And then I sit down and they say, well, we actually don't do that, or we haven't done that work in 5 years. And then you know what the underwriter says? Well, if they've done it, in the last year or so, we have to still consider it. And it's advertised on their website, which means they could do it at any point in time. And that is going to kill your rates. It's going to kill your ability to get competitive offers. So be straight to the point with your website. Be accurate with what you're advertising. And I promise you, you may not see it, but you will have more aggressive offers come to the table from underwriters than somebody who advertises as a jack of all trades. That's all for today. Stay tuned. Make sure you like and subscribe. Next video, we're going to talk about how you can try and position yourself as best as possible from an underwriting perspective to make sure you continue to get the best rates.